Henry Clay was one of the foremost political figures of the first half of the 19th century in the United States, both a representative and a senator, as well as Secretary of State. This farm he developed into one of the finest farms in the United States. He was known nationwide for his agricultural products and was a pioneer in the growing of hemp, and one of the people responsible for making Kentucky one of the largest producers, if not the largest producer of hemp in the country in his time. My name is Eric Brooks. I am the curator at Ashland, the Henry Clay Estate. Henry Clay writes a chapter in a book explaining hemp and how to grow it. And one of the things he says in this article is that Kentucky is, at the time that he's writing this article, well placed to grow hemp, to produce hemp, because of its ready and abundant supply of enslaved labor. And that was certainly true for Henry Clay. Hemp was a very labor-intensive crop, and because slavery was legal here, there was a ready supply of labor to make that happen. And there's no question that Henry Clay's personal wealth, personal fortune, was largely tied to the produce of his enslaved labor. This was one of the farm journals from here on the farm. This one is from the UK Special Collections, from a family collection of papers that descended in the family of Henry Clay's son John. All of the people are enslaved African Americans. What it's recording is the amount of hemp that they broke on a given day. Each one of those squares is a different day. So if it says 104, that's 104 pounds of hemp that they broke. In the 20s and 30s, a movement came about that was very much concerned about the impact of marijuana on society, and hemp being closely related to marijuana, it got swept up in that movement and eventually banned. We are now in a process of hopefully recapturing that industry. I think we are uniquely positioned climactically and in other ways to grow hemp. I think we're in a place where, with the right things happening in the near future, perhaps we can once again be a major producer of hemp, and it can be a major cash commodity for this state and help out a lot of people who are looking for ways to have their own businesses and to have cash commodities like tobacco used to be some years ago.